What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Stretch Yourself podcast. Today's guest is a good friend of mine. He has a show every other month called Jokes and Jams, where him and his band Solar Flare Sunset they play a song based on the theme of the night, and a comedian does a set and then sings the lead on the song. It's a very fun show, very funny comedian, and so please enjoy this episode with my friend and yours, Ethan Everhart.
Chances are you worked up a good sweat by now.
Did you see Wicked?
No.
Okay. Are you a musical guy at all? I'm not. I'm
Like the movie musical, or do I have musical ability?
Or like, or do you have any interest in?
The South Park movie is fantastic.
Oh, I haven't even seen
Wizard of Oz is great.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn off that fan.
I'm not
It's gonna get a little toasty.
It's all good.
Try to keep it as cool as I can in the morning.
It's all good.
It was actually a really good call that we
Oh my god, it would have been insufferable in here.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Are my ghastly knees going to be visible on this?
Yeah, I mean mine too.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're taking them out.
Oh no.
The legs are out for the fans.
Oh god.
For my mom and 3 of my friends from school or something.
Cool. Well, maybe they'll buy tickets.
yeah. You might get to see these again.
Are you dressing up? What are you dressing up
For what?
for the show?
Oh, for Jokes and Jams?
Yeah.
Should I?
You should.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What should I wear?
I don't know. I've got.
Oh, because we're doing emo night.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna have a student. She's like she does like nails. She's like good at it,
Yeah.
and so she's gonna paint my nails black. And then the next week she's gonna paint my nails blue and orange for the football season for the Bears.
Oh, okay.
But new black nails. I'm ordering Chuck Taylors, pair of Chuck Taylors, red tie. I've got the emo haircut wig. I'm buying that.
Okay.
get
So
some
you're
fake-
investing a lot.
Oh, buddy, I've never made money on this show because I'm also gonna get a fake nail, lip ring, a fake nose ring.
Nice.
The Disney show, which is on my birthday, I'm buying a $75 Powerline costume from a Goofy movie.
Oh.
Well, the good thing is in December it's 2000s night, so it's like I can just dress like I normally dress because that's when I was born.
Yeah. 2000s night.
But
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll have to come up with something.
And by the way, the middle 3 fucking chords, easiest thing in the fucking world.
Yeah.
Primo.
Okay. It's primo.
Primo.
Okay.
There's one part in the solo that's a little tricky, but the whole thing is just fucking easy as shit. So
Okay, great. Do you like playing easier songs for that?
well, because it's like, are we recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me pop us in real quick.
Okay.
Before we get into it, but like tell people what the show is and what we're doing.
Well, first to answer your question.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'll
Are
explain.
you
it
like a
in
musical person, like a musical as in like theater, like Broadway?
No.
Are you into that kind of stuff?
I'd love to go to a Broadway show, but
Yeah.
I mean, the new musical that's getting released is not. I'm not clamoring to go to the theater to watch it.
Yeah.
I love Singing in the Rain. Singing in the Rain's great.
Okay.
Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
South Park.
Yeah. Book of Mormon.
But I haven't seen Book of Mormon.
I haven't seen
I
it.
would have
I've
heard.
listened
I've
to
heard
it.
it's like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. I'd like to see Hamilton. I've read the book. I'm a big Ron Chernow head. He's a great historian and biographer.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get into that a little bit.
But as far as the show, so I host a show called Jokes and Jams. Jared's on it on August 27th. It's emo night. So basically, I'm in a band and I do comedy. And so I've combined the two. I just took the goddamn comedy jam idea. Evan Johnson used to host a show called Sing Song Ding Dong in Town. It's the same thing where comics would do time and then perform a song. but I was in the band on that. It was just 3 or 4 of us comics who could play instruments,
Okay.
and we'd learn the songs by ourselves, and then we'd practice them all one time 20 minutes before the show together.
Right.
So it like wasn't tight.
Yeah.
And after COVID, he wasn't doing the show anymore. So I'm like, well, what if I do the show, but with a real band?
Yeah.
So like the music sounds good.
That's so cool.
So
It's a really great concept for a show.
it is. It is a lot of work, but
Yeah.
it's great. So this month is emo night. Do it every other month because you have to learn so many fucking songs. Can I curse on this?
Of course.
Okay. I have to learn a ton of songs.
Actually, this goes out to Christian radio.
Oh no. This month's emo night, so like everybody chose an emo song or emo adjacent at least.
Yeah.
And I try to get everybody to dress up, but it's like pulling. Comics are like mortified to be vulnerable anyway. It's you get
funny.
You get 2 types of comics on the show.
Yeah.
People who are like, I am fucking all in, baby.
Yeah.
And they'll dress up and they'll do a character for their
Lane.
set. They'll like literally write a whole set just for the show.
Yeah.
And then you have the other half is like, I'm nervous. I'm not comfortable singing. I don't want to. I'm not thinking about this at all. And they just kind of. So it's like.
Yeah.
Sometimes people sound amazing. Like Lane was great.
Yeah.
Mitch Jones sounds. He's like a great singer.
He is.
But then sometimes you get people who can't sing at all and have no sense of rhythm.
Yeah.
And if they just lean into how bad it is, it's just you have to commit.
Yeah.
You have to commit to either being really good or commit to being really, really bad. And the crowd loves both. And the crowd's very forgiving, especially if you like choose like a song people like know the words to, and like you get lost on the lyric sheet or you forget the words. The crowd starts singing. It's the fucking
Yeah.
best. But I book 4 comics. I open the show with the song. I do a set, and then I play another song so I can set up the format of the show.
Yeah.
And then I bring up the first comic. They do 8 to 10 minutes, 8 to 10. The time kind of varies because sometimes, like we did 70s month, and every 70s song is like 45 minutes long. Whereas like
Yeah.
this emo night, every song is like 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot more. I try to keep it under 2 hours because once it gets over 2 hours,
Yeah.
people start checking out.
It's like, okay. Yeah.
But
Do people write like what do they talk about like if they write jokes about that night? You know, I can't even imagine. I would just do like probably do you perform better if you write jokes about that style of show?
well,
or
it depends. Deb she was on 70s Night and she did Burnin' Love, which is an Elvis song.
okay.
And so she dressed up as Elvis.
Deb Listoka?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And she dressed up as Elvis, and she wrote a couple jokes in that style, but she did her material in character as Elvis.
Okay. All right.
And
I see.
Shanae was on that night, and she
Okay.
chose an Al Green song.
So it can kind of be like a character night
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
If, like,
it can.
If you want to lean into that. Yeah.
But like I personally don't. I might write a couple jokes, but I don't base my whole set around.
Sure.
The character I'm dressed up as.
Sure.
Like when we did 70s Night, I had a big brown wig. I put on some aviators. I bought these for like $50. Like I said, I've never made money on the show. I spent so much money. I bought this nice like button-up orange shirt to go with these orange corduroy pants, bell bottoms
For 70s?
for the 70s Night, and I did open shirt. I like hit abs like every day. I woke up at like 5 every day because I knew people were gonna see my bare torso. And I took a picture of myself and I sent it to my dad. I'm like, this is what you looked like in the 70s, for sure, 100%. And he's like, I didn't have tattoos. I'm like, that's because you're a pussy.
He's like, no, I didn't have tattoos.
Yeah.
Everything else though
He's
is
like,
pretty
also,
spot
I
on.
did way more drugs. But
Yeah.
so we do. I have 4 book comics plus me, so there's 5 book comics. After every set, somebody does a song that they chose, and it has to fit the theme. And so this is emo night. Like the song I'm going to do, I'm not going to tell people what the openings. I'll tell you what the opening song is off air, but I don't want to spoil the surprise.
No.
But the song I'm doing after my set is "Welcome to My Life" by Simple Plan, because it's the whiniest fucking song of all time. And you're doing the middle,
Yeah.
and I'm honestly, you're probably going to go up first. after me, just so you know.
Okay.
Just because, again, since it's a showcase style, everybody's doing like the same amount of time. I have to. The order actually is more dependent on the song than the comic, because just the way the show flows.
Sure.
So it's a different way to do a show.
Yeah.
But so we have 5 comics, including me, the host, and then we do a bucket spot. We do 2 bucket spots. So we choose 3 songs. The band, we choose 3 songs. We learn these 3 songs. And then I make a post on the Denver Comedy page, on the Jokes and Jam page. I share it. And people who aren't booked on the show, it's an effort to get comics to come support the show.
That's cool.
And they get in for free. And they can come in. They put their name in the bucket. They get 5 minutes. If I choose their name, they have to write their name and then the song they want to choose. Like the bucket songs this month are Miss Murder by AFI, Move Along by the All American Rejects, and Dance Dance by Fall Out Boy.
Okay.
And
wow.
Normally we only do 2, but since all the songs are pretty short, and I genuinely love every single. This is the first time where I've known every song that everybody's chosen, and I love every fucking song that's on the show beforehand.
Yeah.
So I might just call.
So you're dialed in.
It all kind of depends how many comics show up, how well the show's going. If it's going like super super well, I might like before whoever goes up last, I might go. You guys want to do one more bucket, and then we'll pull a 3rd bucket. Because I really want to play Miss Murder, but I don't think anybody's going to choose that song.
No,
I love that song.
The other 2 songs I probably know better than.
I think people know those
one.
better.
Yeah.
But then at the very end of the show, every comic that was on the show comes up, and we sing a song together.
That's probably the most uncomfortable.
Well,
one.
it's the reason we do it is I usually choose the most popular song or one of the most popular songs in that genre. And I don't allow any of the comics to choose that song.
Okay.
And so for this one, it's Black Parade by
Yeah.
Because what else the fuck could it be?
Yeah, that'll be fun.
But it was funny because when I asked you, I think you might have been the only person who, when I said, "Do you want to do this show?" that was not the first song that was said. Josh said Black Parade. I'm like, can't do that one. Kelsey
really?
was like, "Can I do Black Parade?" I'm like, can't do that one.
Really?
Yeah. But no, Josh also asked to do the song I'm opening the show with. I'm like, can't do that one either. Buddy.
Damn.
But it's a ton of fun. It was a ton of work because we have to learn 9 songs.
Yeah. Yeah. So it makes sense why you plan so far ahead.
Yeah.
Because you gotta. So you rehearse with your band, like,
Yep.
not only your own songs, but
Yep.
all
Well,
these
that's why we
songs for
can't
the
do
show.
it. That's why we can't do the show every month. Because also like Jordan.
Is it every other month?
Our drummer, it's every other month.
Okay.
Jordan lives in Loveland, so we have to practice at least once a week. So we have to like drive up there,
Really?
and it's like you only have so much time,
Right.
and it's like if we did this every month, it'd be one thing if we were selling out every month and making like $5,000 every month.
Sure.
But like because we're not there yet, I have to do it bi-monthly. Because if we did it every month, it would just be that's what we're focusing on, and we're not writing or jamming or doing anything else.
Yeah.
But look, because it's at Skylark Lounge, and that place can hold 160.
Yeah.
The upstairs room.
Yeah.
And so like if I sold the room out like consistently, I might.
Yeah. If the money's there.
I'll
do it.
I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, totally.
Because we also because we don't do all the bucket songs every time. I think I'm gonna do a show next year where it's like leftovers. So it's like all the songs. It might just be a bucket spot show where it's just all the songs we learned but didn't get to play.
Yeah.
So then all we have to do is just like touch them up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe throw in a couple extras.
Yeah.
Instead of learning 9 brand new songs, because it is
start recycling some of them.
quite labor intensive.
Yeah.
But
you got to get everybody focused. What's it like? So you're like lead guitarist and vocals. So this is something I've always been curious about when it comes to bands, because like comedy, like it's you just think of what you want to talk about and you just do it. But like, how does like the song like writing work in a band, and like how do you get everybody on the same page, and like how do you get everybody to like, all right guys, listen up, today we're gonna learn this song and I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it, no, I know you don't like that, but we're gonna play it. So
well, it's not usually like that because everybody is, well, I guess none of us are big drinkers.
Okay, sure.
Like the other guys, they like smoke pot and stuff, but none of us are like big party animals.
Sure.
None of us are
Yeah.
psychotic.
Yeah.
Like we
So
none
that
of it, we
helps.
don't fight. Like it's a democracy
Sure.
as much as it can be, but I am in charge. And like everybody knows that it's
Yeah.
like what I kind of say goes, but I'm not like
But then you got to be the spearhead, and you got to like
Exactly.
get everyone organized. And,
yeah. But
All right,
it's
guys,
not
when are we practicing?
exactly. And I do most of the booking and stuff, which is a real pain in the ass. But like as far as writing goes, like if we're writing a song, we have a Google Drive, and if somebody comes up with something, they just record it, put it on the Google Drive. That way everybody can at least hear an idea before we come to practice. Then we come to practice, maybe run a few songs to warm up or something we need to practice on, and then we're like, if we want to write, we'll be like, well, what's that riff that you had? Or if it's me, sometimes I'll just have a riff, but sometimes I'll have like a chord progression, or I'll have like an entire chorus written.
Okay.
I'll be like, I have this chorus and it's catchy. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Let's fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
And then we just like jam until something comes up. And then it gets like, and then you get into like like everybody thinks it's like in the movies where you just like start playing 3 chords and you're like, whoa. And then you write Hey Jude. It's like, that's not how the fuck it goes. It's like you play the thing and it sounds cool. And then you like get into the math of it where you're sitting down and you're like, well, should we go, if we go to this chord, it makes it sound like it's really fucking dorky kind of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just like, it's just like comedy in the way that you're like, you kind of think of something and you chuckle and you go, that's funny. Now let's try that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you go up and you say it in an open mic in front of a bunch of mentally ill comics.
Yeah.
And then you're like, actually, that wasn't so good. And then you just try. It's the same thing, only
Yeah.
it's kind of more collaborative. Like it is my band. I am in charge. What I say go, like all the stuff, but like it doesn't interest me to be like a Dave Mustaine kind of. I'm trying to think of like a good examples of bands where
Yeah.
like one person's in charge and they're like
This
the
is
devil.
what we're
Exactly.
doing.
Yeah. I like because like the thing about music, playing in a band, to me, is it's fun to play with other people. It's
Yeah.
like when you're hooking up with somebody and like they're having a good time and you're having a good time and you're like, oh, this is great. But then there are times where you hook up with somebody and you're like,
Man, we really didn't.
you're
mesh.
like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Like, I feel bad. You know,
Yeah.
it's not fun if everybody's not into it.
Yeah.
And you know, you have those arguments sometimes when like sometimes people don't like your song you guys have come up with, and then it's like clear they're phoning it in, and that's like annoying. But most of the time, especially as you get older, egos kind of subside a little bit. And that happened a lot more when I was like in my early 20s, mid 20s, where people
Yeah.
were like, yeah, I didn't write that riff, so I didn't even fucking like this song. It's like, this is the one that gets the most reaction from like, what are you doing?
Right.
But
Interesting. Okay.
yeah, it satisfies a more collaborative itch than comedy,
Yeah.
which is pure, selfish, delusional narcissism. Which I have in the band too, because
think
I
so?
play so many guitar solos. But like, look,
I have so many guitar solos.
yeah, like music is so much fucking cooler than
And
comedy.
what if I did a guitar solo here?
Exactly. Well, then sometimes.
Okay, Ethan.
Well, then sometimes you're like, or I'm like, I'm thinking I don't want to do a guitar solo in this song, or like when we do this, and then when we're writing, they go, then you could solo here, and I'm like, all right,
Okay, if you guys think I should solo.
yeah, I'll do it. I learned how to do it for this reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun,
That's cool.
but it is one of those things like,
Hey.
because like as far as like playing guitar, hey buddy,
Hey,
as
buddy.
far as like playing guitar goes. Like, all I ever wanted when I was 12, 13, 14,
Yeah.
when I started learning how to play guitar was, like, to be good.
Yeah.
And, like, it's still, like, sometimes I'll be playing something, and I'll just, like, kind of chuckle to myself, like, I am so much better than I ever thought I would be at this, ever. Like,
Yeah.
truly.
Yeah, because it's kind of like with comedy, like,
Yeah.
I feel like most people, like, feel like they do okay their first time.
Yeah. But then when you actually do well, you're like, this is a different thing.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like me, I like other 14-year-olds like had a guitar, like, but like I didn't have that initial success, you
Yeah.
know, where like where I was just like, oh, I know what I'm doing, you know,
Yeah.
and like, or I have the basic fundamentals to
Yep.
get better at this. Like I kind of did, but like not enough for me to like.
Were your parents musical at all, or like
Not really.
take it? So for me, my mom would like my mom loves the blues.
Okay.
So my mom would like drag us to blues fest, blues concerts. One of her best friends is a blues singer. So we
Okay.
were just like around it
Yeah,
all the time.
Totally.
And then my dad like loved classic rock, so like we'd listen to Rush all the time. My dad also like up to a certain point would still be listening to new music too. So
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
I remember when like this Collective Soul albums came out, Godsmack, Everclear, like all these bands in like the late 90s and early 2000s that were releasing hits. Like my dad bought those albums.
Oh wow.
And so I was listening to all of this stuff, and I think like and then like growing up watching, I mean, you're a kid watching 90s Disney films, which are all like the best. Those are the best musicals ever fucking
That's
made.
true. Yeah.
And it all just kind of seeps
Tarzan,
in.
Lion King.
Fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame, Oliver and Company.
Yeah.
And all songs from these shows will be on the fucking Jokes and Jams in October. By the way.
Yeah.
Goofy movie. I'm doing Stand Out and Eye to Eye, but
Yeah.
Dressing as Powerline. October 29th. It's on my birthday. Everybody should come.
Hell yeah.
$15 tickets. But
Put it at
I
the
think
bottom.
it all I think it all just kind of seeps in. And then
Yeah.
I had at the exact same time Guitar Hero came out, and a couple
old were
of my closest, this was in like 2005, so I'd have been 12, 13, 2005, 2006. And then a couple of my friends started playing guitar at that same time as I was also getting into that music. So like all three of these things kind of, these roads connected all at one time. And I'm competitive, so when like my friends got a guitar, I was like, well, I want a guitar and I want to be better than them
Right.
at it. So then I eventually got a guitar, and look, it tanked my fucking social life in school because I was like good at baseball in 6th grade.
Yeah.
And then I got a guitar the summer between 7th and 8th grade. And also everyone else hit puberty too. And like, I didn't practice baseball nearly as much. I mean, I still went out and I went to practice and stuff, but like outside of baseball
Sure.
practice, I wasn't doing anything. Because I was just in my room playing fucking Smells Like Teen Spirit nonstop. And I took to it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like I was learning tabs. One of my friends who started playing guitar showed me some guitar riffs. Another friend of ours who is a homeschooled kid, so he's autistic, so he was like a mandolin player. But his family was like a musical family, and he like showed me guitar chords and showed me how to like strum and move my fingers, move my hands while one hand's doing the other thing. And like I took to it relatively quickly. But just like comedy, like it's like you like make a lot of progress. Or it's like going to the gym. You make a lot of progress, and then at a certain point, you plateau.
Yeah.
And then that plateau just feels like it lasts forever. And then one day, you unlock something else, and you're like, God, I'm so good. But then you go back and listen to yourself, and you're like, I should fucking put a gun in my mouth for ever recording this. But
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
like I don't like talk. I love talking about guitar, and it's like I am very proud of like how good I've gotten, but I don't like saying I'm really, really good because then it sounds like egotististical. But like,
But you understand like that it's
Yeah.
always you're always progressing. You're always learning.
Exactly.
And there is no destination to like
No.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like I'm playing chess right now on my phone.
Yeah.
And like, like I've gotten a little bit better. From like sucking,
Yeah.
And now like I'm playing like my fiance and like Montana Richardson and stuff
Yeah.
who haven't gone through that first part yet.
and you're just like
And I'm like,
fucking
oh my
bodying
God,
them.
Yeah.
You're like moving them immediately.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I rock at this. And then I play like one other person from a different country,
Yeah.
and they just rock my
Yeah.
shit. And
You're
I'm
like,
just
fuck.
God, I suck.
I'm so bad.
Yeah. So it's all relative, and like, and then and then I do win a couple of games against people I don't know and stuff. And
Yeah.
like, so it's you can always learn a new thing.
Yeah.
And like you can always keep going.
You gotta have like a balance between like being self-assured and confident,
Yeah.
and being like arrogant, but also you can't be like totally self-deprecating and self-loathing.
Right.
It's like when I say I suck, I'm fat piece of shit or whatever. It's like, look, I know I'm not,
Yeah.
but I have to tell myself that, so I go and do sit-ups.
Right.
Like it's
Yeah, it works. That's what works for you.
yeah. Or you like when we're at Jokes and Jams, it's I don't know. It's like the same. It's the same like when people tell you like how good you are at comedy, and they like tell you something that they're like, that's so incredible. In your head, you're like, that's actually not the impressive part.
Right.
Like when people come to Jokes and Jams after the show, the most common compliment,
Can you move that a little bit further away from you?
the biggest compliment we get is, it's so impressive how, is that good?
Yeah.
It's so impressive how you guys like learn all these songs and then play them. And it's like, no, that's actually the easy part. The truly impressive part of that show, as far as the band goes, is when somebody comes up to sing a song and they come in on the wrong time. They're on the wrong rhythm. They do like all the wrong things, and the band adjusts
Right.
in real time,
Yeah.
without saying a word to them.
Yeah.
That's the impressive part that a non-musician doesn't necessarily, or somebody who's doesn't know what to look for.
Yeah.
Doesn't like pick up on.
Totally. Yeah.
But,
Like my music teacher.
Yeah.
Like a music teacher knows how to do that like really well. You
Yeah.
know, where like, because the kid's learning how to do it.
Yep.
And they just know how to like, all right, they came in too early. So I'm just going to skip to that part. And and they can adjust, you know? Yeah.
That's.
But the crowd doesn't.
I mean, some people might pick up on it.
Sure.
Because, there are musicians in the crowd. Or,
Sure.
Or you don't even have to necessarily be a musician, but maybe somebody who loves music.
Yeah.
And maybe personally knows all the songs or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, they'll pick up on it. But it's, like, music's so much fucking cooler than comedy. It's so much cooler. It's so much.
Yeah.
Comedy's
You get to do both, which is
but
pretty
comedy's like, they both do make you want to kill yourself when nobody shows up. But comedy's like simpler in that, look, all I need to bring theoretically, if I'm running the show,
Right.
is one, maybe two speakers and a fucking microphone.
Right.
So it's a lot easier to do. It's a lot easier to sell to venues if you want to do a show.
Right.
But it's all on you, which is good. But then it's also all on you, which is you have to kind of be self-motivated or you have to do something to do it yourself. Whereas like in a band, it's like collaborative. It's a little more social. But you're lugging a lot of more shit around. Also, like the difference is nobody wants to hear you do somebody else's jokes.
Right.
Also, nobody wants to hear you do the same joke twice.
Right.
Whereas if you're in an
I
original,
don't even like telling the same.
exactly
joke
right.
twice.
So like, but when you're in a band, it's like, hey, will you guys come out and see my band? They're like, well, I don't know any of your songs, so fuck you. You stink. You're never gonna make it.
Yeah.
Don't want to see your fucking stupid band.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
they're similar and they're different at the same time.
Right.
But
Yeah, like marketing local bands who are unknown and marketing unknown comedians is very similar.
yeah.
Where
Well, it's because when you're marketing unknown comedians, you just go, look, there's a comedy show. You just market the show. You might have the comics on the flyer.
Sure.
And you say their names and all that.
Sure.
But like nobody's coming there just to hear Ethan Everhart or Jared.
Sure.
They're going there because, there's a comedy show in my town.
Right. It's the full
Yeah.
experience.
Whereas,
Like, I
like,
know I'm
when-
gonna laugh.
When people go to a concert, they're like, well, I want to know the songs. Which is I'm not bitching about it, but like that's just how it is, and it makes it more difficult.
And yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people though who go to local bands just because
Yeah.
they like to watch local bands. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the live performance marketing is different,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like social media is like the same though.
Yeah.
You have to
You have to use
constantly
it.
do it, and you have to utilize it pretty much in the same way. But instead of like doing crowd work clips, you got to make some funny sketch as a band, or you got to
Right.
clip up your music videos or live performances or
Right. Yeah.
something like that.
They
You gotta do some
they
sort
all
of
use the
vlog.
same trends. And
Yeah,
the
it's
same,
the same. It's the same idea,
the same
and I
hooks.
suck at it.
Me too. Me too, dude. That's been one that I've been trying to figure out. You know, because I just
Would you
don't.
have this though?
That's
This
true.
well, this helps.
Yeah, but
clips, at
this
least.
is like a lot of. It's so much effort. You know.
Oh, I
like-
know. I did one.
Yeah,
You did
yeah,
mine, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and like yes, you get it. Like, but the real key is just to have like a little like, oh, I could just do this in 30 seconds with
Yeah.
all I need is one other person to hold the camera.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's like if I had like a million of those, like that would be great. But you know, I instead everything I do is like, all right, like I'm gonna bank episodes for months and months, and then I'm gonna edit them and release them like weekly for a season.
Yeah.
And try to clip them up as I go.
Yeah.
But then once I'm out of episodes, it's over, and then we got to take another break, and we'll come back again in 6 months. You know.
I tried doing the weekly thing, and then it got to the point because I was like, well, I want something to do clips because I don't want to just throw all my material
Right.
on TV
Yeah.
on
It's kind of
social
TV.
media.
Yeah.
But then I remember just 1 week I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I'm not getting enough views
Yeah.
to justify doing this for an hour.
Yeah.
And then editing it, and then like it's not worth it
and
to
that's,
me.
And that's why I like this
Yeah.
style where, like, you know, I got a couple of weeks booked out where, like, you just come hang, you know, there's no pressure on me to get it done like this week, you know, and like I'll just release, and then when I'm ready and I got a couple banked, a couple edited, then it's like, all right, these are already done and recorded, and I enjoyed the recording part of it.
Yeah.
I wasn't like forcing myself to do it, you know, like
That's how I felt. Like
where you're like,
doing,
oh, solo episode, gotta get one out.
exactly. That's what I
It's
started
due
doing
tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do too for a while. Then I was like, it's just too much. Like,
It's also tough
it's tough. Yeah,
because
it's really hard.
especially if you're not on the road. It's like, yeah. So I taught 7th grade today. It's really
yeah. If you're not promoting something, or if you're not like
Yeah.
you know, getting stories on the road.
exactly.
You know?
Like
Yeah.
I mean, it was good. I could when I was doing it, the Bears were really bad.
Yeah.
So I could just go on like a 15-minute
Yeah.
here's why they should sell the team kind of rant every week.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's in your wheelhouse.
but then it's like I got to cover 45 more minutes of
Right.
because you know you just tell yourself it's got to be an hour, and then it's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
It doesn't.
Fucking mentally ill. We're all mentally ill. we're all stupid, except you, of course. But the rest of us are all.
No, I'm right there with you. I got
Also, like the thing for me was like I did enjoy recording it.
Yeah.
I liked talking when people would come over and we'd hang out and talk for like an hour or two.
Yeah, totally.
I think Thomas Nichols came over and we for real just like talked for like 3 hours.
Right.
And it was all recorded, and like I would not I hated editing so much. I would just be like, look, if you want me to cut anything out, you tell me. Otherwise, I cut off the beginning, the end.
Yep.
I post the intro and
Same.
outro, and that's all I'm doing.
Yep.
Because I don't want to. But like even that, it was like, look, if I had the money to pay somebody
Yes.
to do this,
You got to
and
pay
all
him real money. You got to
Exactly.
You can't
It's
just
like-
give your friend $20. Like,
Exactly.
You got to be like, you know, $500 type a month, like type shit. Yeah.
And like if I made 10 to 15 grand more a year, I could probably do that.
Right.
But like I can't
just
because I have
not,
a
yeah.
fucking mortgage.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. And you're in education.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
you know, I have insurance for my cat. You know,
Yeah, totally.
because I don't want him to die.
Yeah.
He's sweet.
Yeah, the bills, they just add up. They stack up really
It's the
fast.
worst.
Yeah. How long have you been teaching for now?
I started in the winter of 2020.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I started during COVID.
So you've been doing comedy for longer.
Yeah. I've been doing comedy for 9 years. I've been playing guitar for 20. Oh my god. Yeah, I've been playing guitar. I'm way better at that than just like anything else, like anything.
Yeah.
And I've made the least amount of money off of it.
Yeah.
Which is usually how it goes.
Yeah.
But no, I love teaching. Teaching's a lot of fun. I teach, and also like I teach the content I went to college for. So
History.
yeah,
Okay.
so it's
Yeah, so it's interesting to you, and like
yeah, and I know
and you care about it.
I also don't need take the book away. Could do it in my sleep. It's U.S. history. I could cakewalk my ass through U.S. history.
Yeah, dude.
especially at a fucking 8th grade level. Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably got it narrowed down. pretty-
I could give you. I
dialed
could
in.
go beginning to end.
Yeah.
Just let me start. It's
yeah.
very easy.
I bet that first year, like figuring it out is like tough, but then once you get
figuring out how to pace it.
Yeah.
and like it has to like match our curriculum.
Yeah.
and you know the state standards and like the textbook we've got. But now it's like I've been back at work for a week and a half. Kids come back on this Tuesday, and like I have all of my slides are done except for stuff for 7th grade for my new textbook. So I have like a couple things to create this year.
Sure.
all my tests, all of my tests for the year are printed. All of my quizzes for the year are printed. They're ready to go.
Wow.
All of my materials for 8th grade is printed through Halloween.
Wow.
Half my stuff for 7th grade is printed, so probably through to the end of August because I have to.
What's class like? Are you standing in the front and like?
I'm a wanderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to circulate.
Yeah. Are they reading or are they having discussions?
So
or
I'll lecture. So we go.
Yeah.
I go by the textbook, so it's
Okay.
just easier to follow.
Yeah.
So we'll read. I'll do the section in the textbook. I have slides. Basically, I'm explaining it, and then I have them read the section we just did, and then they do a little, something that comes with the textbook, like a worksheet over that specific section, and then we just go on to the next section.
Okay.
It's 8th grade. I mean, it doesn't have to be.
No, but like,
Yeah.
no, it's cool that you're like, even though you're following the steps, like you're invested in make sure they.
Oh yeah, and because I know my shit, I know when the book is incorrect.
Oh really?
Like, I've had to email TCI before and be like, Dred Scott decision was not 5-4, it was 7-2. You need to fix that. You need to fix it now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Do they ever respond to you?
Yeah, they got a response.
Oh
They got
wow.
a response.
And
Yeah.
they're like, oh wow.
But then I can
Sorry.
but I can also like use that, especially like because usually the fuck ups have to do with slavery and the Civil War, and all of our textbooks in this country are printed and made in fucking Texas, and that's not a fucking coincidence.
Interesting.
So like I get to use that like as an explanation, as like a teaching thing
Yeah.
for them. So
wow. Dang.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, because like a lot of my teachers like they did the slides and then they were like, all right, you guys got 15 minutes to fuck around, and then
Yeah.
like they didn't last very long. Like
well, like David McCullough, who just passed away. He wrote John Adams, won a Pulitzer Prize. He wrote Truman, the greatest biography on Harry Truman ever, won a Pulitzer Prize. Wrote the book 1776, the
Wow.
Pioneers, the book about the Panama Canal, a book about Teddy Roosevelt, a book about early American artists going to Paris. Like he's like. Did you ever watch Ken Burns' Civil War?
no, but everyone
He
keeps
does.
saying I need to
He
see
does
it.
the voiceover in that.
Okay.
It's his voice. He's like the greatest historian of our time, an American historian of our time. I'm such a fucking loser. I like listen to lectures.
No,
from, like,
come on,
historians.
man. It's cool to have interests.
It's such a dork.
Dude, how many comics do we know that just like, yeah, I go to my shitty day job that I hate and I jerk off and I come to open mics. You know,
well, I
like-
also do that. But
yeah,
like-
but you also have like you play guitar, you interested in history, like you have all these cool things that you're interested in and you care about them.
Yeah.
You know, and that's cool to me.
I will
Like,
argue. I get on arguments over two things on the internet: football
yeah.
and Lost Cause Civil War. Dumb fucks. I have no quarter for the Lost Cause, and it pisses me off. Do you know what this is?
No.
All right, Lost Cause.
Let me pop another in before.
Uh,
Dude, are these the guys who like fucking still believe in the Civil War? Like,
Well, no, these are the
they
people-
They wish it went the other way.
Well, they 100% wish it went the other. But these are the people who say the Civil War wasn't about slavery at all. It was actually about states' rights. Lincoln was a tyrant who was just trying to enslave the South, and he didn't care about slavery at all. The slaves were actually treated very well. They were like members. It's the dumbest fucking thing of all time. And that's how the Civil War essentially was taught in this country till about the 1960s. So many people still buy into this. Like
Usually
that's-
older people.
It's always older, but it's also because of the fucking right-wing grifters on podcasts nowadays because it's manosphere bullshit.
Oh yeah.
They like I don't know, a few years ago, like they renamed a bunch of naval bases that were named after Confederate generals. They renamed them
In the South.
across the country
Wow.
because they're just named everywhere, like Fort Hood and stuff like that. These are all named after Confederate generals. And as soon as the latest administration came in, they changed it all back because that's their base. Is because these people, they always go. They'll be like, It wasn't about slavery. It wasn't that bad. And then they'll say the most abhorrently racist shit about black people you've ever heard, and you're like, they're like Holocaust deniers.
Right.
Like Holocaust deniers want nothing more than to eradicate the Jews from the earth, and then they deny that the Holocaust ever happened, and it's like, that should be your favorite thing. Should be your favorite thing, and you're like, nah. It's because they know, like, if I accept that this is reality, then people will look down on my views. It's anyway.
Wow.
It's the Lost Cause. Drives me insane. It's the because it began directly after the Civil War ended. With the reason it's called the Lost Cause is because the first person who wrote a history of it in 1866, his book was called The Lost Cause. And so he was saying that the South was fighting for this world without tyranny, and they were trying to create this agrarian kind of utopia where, you know, people would there was no federal interference and the states controlled everything. But then you like read the first speech ever given by a fucking Confederate politician where he goes, "Our country is based on the cornerstone of white supremacy."
Right.
And the subjugation of the black race. These people were so racist. They basically said Thomas Jefferson, who owned 600 slaves and raped one of them and fathered 5 children, by the way.
Yeah.
They're like, he was too woke. He's like, he wrote in the Declaration.
Woke.
He goes, go read it. It's the cornerstone speech. March 21st, 1861, Alexander Stephens, the fucking vice president of the Confederacy. He goes, Thomas Jefferson wrote in the Declaration of Independence that all men are created equal, and he was wrong.
What a pussy.
He says exactly. He's like, our country is the first nation in the history of the world based on the cornerstone that the white race is superior to the black race. I'm paraphrasing, but like,
Yeah.
you're reading it and you're like, I mean, this is pretty fucking cut and dry.
Yeah, there's
It's
no
pretty
like
obvious.
reading between the lines or
They're
whatever.
like, nope, wasn't about that at all. No, it was.
It sounds like when when people say Broncos could have won the Super Bowl if Bo Nix didn't get injured or
They
something
probably,
like that.
I don't know that they would have won, but they could have.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I think the Ravens would have gone to the Super Bowl if they didn't fucking shank that kick right at the end of the year on that last play.
Yeah, I don't know. But just this argument about like the past where they're just like, if this would have,
Yeah, and look, I know it's more nuanced than just the North was against slavery and the South was. I know it's more nuanced than
Right.
that. It did bring up other questions, but like when people say the Civil War was about slavery, that doesn't mean that everyone in the Confederate Army was fighting to preserve slavery.
Right.
That's not what that means.
Right.
It doesn't mean that everybody in the Northern Army was fighting to abolish slavery. That's not what that means, because neither one of those statements are true. What it means is slavery as an issue was the thing that ruptured everything,
yeah,
because everyone in the South that was in a position of power was a slaveholder.
right,
Everyone, every governor, every mayor, every Southern president, every single state representative, every state senator, every federal representative, every federal senator from the South was a slave owner. And in the South, they measured wealth on property. And to the letter of the law, slaves were property. So the more slaves you had, the richer you were in the South. They weren't money rich,
right,
like they were, like people generally were more in the North. Like John Adams wasn't filthy rich, but he actually had money. And he was from Massachusetts. Thomas Jefferson had Monticello, this huge sprawling estate, and he had 600 slaves, and he died $50,000 in debt. And his family had to sell Monticello to the federal government to pay off his debts because he didn't understand real money, because he was a Southern planter.
yeah. But he had all this,
But he had all this wealth that he could buy stuff on credit and put it against his property wealth.
yeah,
And there's a legitimate historical argument, because now I'm just fucking ranting, but like in the original draft of the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson. So like everybody knows the all men are created equal. They know that part of the Declaration, but at the very end, there's like this long list of complaints about King George, He's like he forced us to pay undue taxes. He didn't give us representation.
He's stinky.
Yeah, he smells. His wiener's small. And then in the original draft, he wrote I don't know if I have the words right, but it's like he forced the sin of slavery or the scourge of slavery onto the American colonists. So he wrote this very anti-slavery clause into the Declaration.
Yeah.
And when they edited it at the convention, other Southern delegates are like, get that the fuck out of there right now. So like Jefferson, at least when he was younger, was I don't know that I'd go as far as to say anti-slavery, but he wasn't stupid. He's probably the most brilliant of all the founding fathers. But like as he got older, more of his private writings were more and more racist. And the historical hypothesis is that
Which
because Jefferson.
Oh.
Because he was so, it's hard to reconcile how somebody that brilliant
Yeah.
could be that eloquent and be that, he was a genius. He was a genuine genius. But at the same time would say stuff like black people are genetically inferior to white people. They can never live together. And it's like, you can go, well, it was the time, but not everybody at the time. People a lot less intelligent than Thomas Jefferson at that time did not believe that.
Yeah.
So the modern kind of interpretation theory is that Jefferson was in so much debt that he didn't want to lose Monticello.
Yeah.
And so instead of freeing his slaves in his will, like Madison and Washington did, he wanted them to be sold off after he died, so that his kids could pay off all of his debts. That's the theory, but it's not written down.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got onto this fucking tangent, but the Civil War was about slavery, and if you got a fucking problem with that, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
You're a fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah, guys.
You're a dumb fuck who doesn't know how the fuck to read.
Yeah.
Okay? Lincoln wasn't a fucking tyrant. The Southern Army was conscripting 13-year-olds in 1864 and 1865. They were forcing them to go fight in their army to try and stop the North because they lost. The war was over.
Yeah.
July 4th, 1863. You got kicked out of Gettysburg. You lost Vicksburg. You should have surrendered, but you wouldn't give up slavery. You had multiple chances, and you said no. And you let another 250,000 people die because you were so irrevocably fucking racist. And you, as a modern white person who's poor in the South, go, no, it wasn't about that. You should be mad at Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson and Jefferson. These people sent your great-grandfathers to get their arms fucking blown off to protect their material interests.
Yeah.
You're mad at the wrong people. You should be mad at those guys.
Yeah.
Instead, you're like, they should build a fucking statue to these fucking pieces of shit. Fucking morons. But anyway, the Bears are going to be great this year.
Yeah.
And come to Jokes and Jams on August 27th.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we didn't lose a bunch of viewers. But
That's the clip.
But
by the
hopefully,
way.
yeah.
I want that to be clipped, and I will put it on my Instagram.
Yeah,
and
thank you for getting that for me.
That's good.
That was good. He's like, he's nervous.
He's like, you goddamn
like,
right.
whoa. Yeah. That was a good rant. Yeah, actually, hopefully we did lose viewers, and they were like, you know what? I disagree, and I'm leaving the pod. Yeah. And I'm like, good.
That's fine.
Fuck them.
If they're a lost cause, or you don't want them to be watching your shit anyway.
Yeah, that's true. What's your favorite book on like historical moments?
Well,
or what's your favorite historical moment?
the Civil War is the most interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because I think that domestically, you can trace all of the social problems that the U.S. is currently facing, in particular with race problems in the U.S., which kind of has been spearheading all the other issues since.
Yeah.
You can trace it all back to the Civil War and the immediate aftermath. Like, look, I think if Lincoln hadn't been shot, that we'd be in flying cars. I think it's the most important singular moment of the past 160 years in U.S. politics.
Yeah.
Infinitely more consequential than Kennedy. Kennedy's assassination is overrated.
Yeah.
And it's overrated because it was caught on video.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln, like what happened after, nobody knows about the Johnson administration. He is unequivocally the, at best,
Yeah.
second worst president of all time. At best.
John F. Kennedy?
No.
Oh.
Andrew Johnson.
Oh.
The guy who took over for Lincoln. At best, he's the second worst president ever.
Yeah.
At a time where you needed like strong leadership.
Yeah.
And somebody who was pragmatic.
Yeah.
And thoughtful. But they put a bullet in that guy's fucking brain. So you get this drunk Southern racist.
Yeah.
So that's the most interesting era to me to read about. Obviously, like World War II and stuff is.
Sure. Was he the vice president?
He was Lincoln's vice president.
But he was a drunk racist?
Yeah. So when Lincoln ran for re-election, okay, Jesus, okay. So Lincoln initially had a Northern abolitionist Republican as his vice president, Hannibal Hamlin, and then he was vice president for his first term. And then when he was running for re-election, because he had put out the Emancipation Proclamation, Republicans had lost the Congress. It wasn't very popular in the North to make emancipation a part of the war aims. So in an effort, and then on top of that, the Union Army kept getting the shit kicked out of them. So the war was unpopular, emancipation was unpopular. Lincoln thought he was going to lose. Okay, so in 1864, when the campaign comes up, and they didn't go out campaigning like they do today, but when the campaign came up, he didn't technically run as a Republican in 1864. He ran on a constitutional Union ticket. I might have the name wrong. I might be thinking of somebody else, but he runs on a Union ticket, and so he, a Northern Republican, is running for president, while Andrew Johnson, who is the only Southern senator who did not secede with his state. So Andrew Johnson was made the military governor of Tennessee after Tennessee was conquered by the Union Army. So he was in charge of Tennessee, and then he gets put on the ticket, hopefully to pull some Northern Democrats to vote for the Lincoln ticket. And because of that compromise, he is then vice president on April 14th when Lincoln's shot. And then he becomes president the next day.
Wow. Damn, it's crazy how like even at the highest level of politics, like it's still about the guy that's standing right there.
Yeah.
And the guy that can help you with.
And like there's the thing when you read about history is like everybody's like, "Oh, things were so much simpler and back blah blah blah." It's like, no, they weren't.
Yeah.
They were just as like we gloss over it. Right, because when you learn history in school, it's like it's a general course,
right?
So you just get told the high points, because that's all you have time for,
right?
But when you actually like, look into it, it's like, yeah, things were a lot more complicated.
Yeah, what was that show that came out with about, was it Andrew Garfield? Or who was it? That show that came out on Netflix.
James Garfield.
James Garfield. Yeah, I was talking
struck
to you
by
about
Death by Lightning.
Yeah.
The book Destiny of the Republic is fantastic. That show fucking rules.
Yeah,
it was so good.
It was good, and it really showed like what it was like, and like what politics were like, and like how demanding it was.
Some of the stuff like Chester Arthur meeting Charles Guiteau and defending him in that beer hall, and they're in the bathroom together and they're buddies. Like that didn't happen.
Yeah,
and like obviously they didn't talk like that. Either they moderned up the dialogue so people would watch, but like such a good, and like when Garfield gets nominated for president, Grant wasn't there.
Okay,
he wasn't actually there.
Yeah,
but like the way that show explains how politics was in the 1870s and 80s is primo. Yeah. It's so good. Yeah. It's so perfect. Just like the boss system, the how Chester Arthur becomes vice president because he was the officer of the customs house, which is the most important job in the federal government, essentially. Yeah. Because you control the money coming into the most important port in the U.S. Like, it's so good. So good. Can't recommend it enough.
Wow.
Gives you a really, really, really good understanding of that time period. And when you know that stuff, like it's look, it's easy to look back and go, well, these guys were stupid. These guys were, they did all this because this, that, and whatever. But sometimes that's true.
Yeah.
A lot of the times it is true, actually. But it's not the whole picture.
Yeah.
Like we like to think like, well, so-and-so didn't do the, like Lincoln didn't free the slaves as soon as he became president because he didn't care. It's like, no, it's not really why.
Yeah.
There are legal reasons, there are political reasons, there are military, like there are a whole host of different reasons as to why something didn't happen earlier than it should have.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with that or not that's besides the point. But to say it was because of this, it's like you're discounting everything else.
Yeah, and if you've watched any show on that has politics involved, like that it's like not as simple as just like oh I wrote it down and now it's law. It's always like you got to shake this hand, you got to like grease this palm.
Yeah, Lincoln got the 13th Amendment passed not because everybody believed that slavery should end.
Right.
He got it passed. He drafted it. He wrote that amendment by hand. And he drafted it and he knew how to bribe people.
Yeah, you got to get people on your side.
People got bribed to vote for that amendment.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Like politics
that's why they call it politics.
This is why I think Lincoln's the greatest fucking politician in US history, because people don't even it doesn't even cross their mind that he was a politician. That's how good of a politician he was.
Yeah.
Cuz it helps being murdered on Good Friday. It certainly helps your image. But he was a shrewd, cutthroat politician who had a spine and had a moral compass.
Yeah.
He is flawed, but he was pragmatic. And when I explain that's what I look for in a leader, somebody who's willing to change their mind, to gather stuff, to gather ideas and try and go the best possible way. Now there are things he did that I think he was misguided, but I also have the benefit of having all the information now because it's 160 years later.
Right.
But there's a reason he's considered the best leader this country's ever had.
Yeah.
And it's not just because he was killed.
It's because he was gay.
It's not. He wasn't even gay, but it's he was
not even a little bit.
I'm trying to do this. I was thinking about doing this as a bit, but I don't generally like doing gay material because I think it's kind of hack. But tell me if you think this is funny. This is totally 100% different conversation.
Okay.
Because some people think being gay is a choice, which I think is stupid because there were gay people before there was soap. Yeah. And why would you choose to be gay in 1100?
Yeah.
In medieval Europe.
Yeah.
When people don't clean their
nasty.
Ass. Yeah, they're gross. I wouldn't even want to be straight then.
No.
I would want to be asexual. I would not want to have sex with anything.
Yeah, everyone was so gross.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
It's funny.
I think it's an interesting perspective, and I think that, it can definitely has humorous potential.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. You've been stretching out of your comfort zone recently?
What do you mean?
Just anything that's pushed you mentally, emotionally, or artistically.
I went to Paris a month ago.
Oh, how was that?
In France with my girlfriend. It was fun.
How long were you there for?
We were there for a week.
Okay.
It was hot as fuck.
Yeah, that's why.
It was right before.
Isn't it crazy hot there right now?
It's crazy hot there. It got even hotter. The week after we left was when all those people died of heat stroke.
Yeah.
So it was 15 degrees hotter then.
Yeah.
It was 95 to 100 degrees every day we were there. And then after we left, it was 110, 115 every day.
Do they not? And they don't have ice? And they don't have.
They don't have as much.
conditioning.
They don't have as much ice.
They don't have as much ice.
Yeah, and they don't have air conditioning in most buildings because all the buildings are 6 trillion fucking years old, and it would cost an infinite amount of money to refurbish them.
Yeah, it's so.
And it only ever gets to 90 degrees a few days a year on average. So it's why would we spend all this money?
Right.
When people can and you can buy a window unit.
Sure. Yeah.
It's available.
Yeah.
It's just people are I don't want to spend 300 euros or whatever because it's only ever this hot 5 days a year. Or whatever.
Sometimes, sure.
But
Now all of a sudden,
oh my God, our Airbnb was on the 7th floor.
oof.
And just walking around. And I had 2 shows, and I refused to wear shorts on stage. I refused.
You did shows in Paris?
I did a couple shows.
All right.
And I'm just sweating.
You
my
refused
ass
to wear shorts on stage.
I'm just dying ever walking around the city. But it was awesome.
That's cool.
I learned like enough French to be like, can I get...
Go fuck yourself.
Can I get water? I need...
Yeah.
I could get around, but it was like... Once it veered away from the 5 things I knew how to say, it was like, oh, I feel like I'm in first grade again.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I can't recommend it enough. Everybody was very kind. Everybody was very nice. I feel like this idea that everyone fucking hates Americans abroad is generally bullshit,
Yeah.
and it's pushed forward by people who are very, very shitty tourists.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you just
Because if you were, yeah,
if
they're
you're
just bad at
just
traveling,
kind.
right?
people are very nice.
We asked for more towels in our room.
Like shut up.
That lady at the front desk hated me.
I had one.
They hate Americans.
I had one chick at a bakery who was like very clearly annoyed that I couldn't speak French very well.
Yeah.
But it was also
sure.
9:30 in the morning. I was the first person who walked into her bakery. She's still getting shit ready.
Right.
And it's Paris, so she just deals with tourists all the time. It's like, I get it. I'm not...
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't fucking take it personally.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's not because she hates all of Americans.
Yeah, and maybe she does, but she still
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
sold me the croissant.
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
a fuck. It's her fucking country. I'm gonna go back to Denver in 5 days anyway. I don't give a shit.
Right. Yeah.
And guess what? The croissant was delicious.
It was so good.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And the food was great.
Yeah. It was just hard with the heat.
It's so fucking hot.
Yeah. How'd the shows go?
The shows were fun. I did one in a basement of a pub, and then the other one was in a basement, and the basement itself was like a pub, and it was like a South African bar.
Oh.
And so it was owned by a guy from South Africa, and it was like this old dungeon. The room itself was like 400 years old. It looked like an old like medieval torture dungeon.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was super.
That's
super
cool.
Cool. And then we were walking after the show. We were my girlfriend and I were like walking through the streets of Paris, and we ran into this bar that she'd seen on TikTok called
Yeah.
Lucha Libre. If you ever go to Paris, check this fucking bar out. It's called Lucha Libre. And if you go in, there's the upstairs is the regular bar. Downstairs is part of the bar as well. But they have like a pro wrestling ring.
Whoa.
And you can put on this. You have to buy a drink to go down to watch. And you and your friends can put on these like padded suits. And you have a wrestling match. And there's a guy who's the ref. And he's like he's counting and he's like matching points if nobody pins anybody. And whoever wins gets a free drink. It's fucking hilarious.
Wow.
It's awesome. It's so much fun.
Hell yeah.
We didn't do it because my girlfriend's 5 feet tall, and I weigh 75 pounds more than her. So I would have fucking wrecked her.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been fun
Yeah,
for
it wouldn't have
anybody.
been fun for anybody, and everybody would have hated me.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to go, it's fucking sick.
That's cool.
It was really, really cool.
Hell yeah. Ethan Everhart, thank you for being on the pod. Tell people where they can find you and learn more about you.
Follow me on the Instagram at the Ethan Everhart. Same thing on YouTube. Same thing on TikTok. Follow the Jokes and Jams Denver page.
Yeah.
It's on August 27th is the next one. Tickets are like $15. I think it's $18 after the fucking fees or whatever.
Sure.
It's the fucking.
Can you
best
get them at the
show.
door?
You can get them at the door, but I think they're more.
They're more at the door.
Don't quote me on that.
Okay. That's
know.
usually how it is.
I think that's how it is.
Yeah.
But that Jokes and Jams, follow my band Solar Flare Sunset on the YouTube, the TikTok, the Instagram, wherever you listen to music, we're there. Spotify, YouTube Music, Tidal, Pandora. I don't know what all the fucking
Pandora.
whatever
Yeah.
all the music apps are. I don't know.
Cool.
I run a monthly show in Highlands Ranch at Max Taps. It's a free show. It's tips based. Last
Yeah.
Saturday of the month. I'm going to be at the North Carolina Comedy Festival next month.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing shit everywhere. So
That's
trying to go
awesome.
to Minneapolis a little bit later this year. I'm going to probably do some shows in Iowa around Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. We got a lot brewing.
Yeah.
Go if you get on my Instagram, join my email list.
Oh, you got an email list?
Yeah,
now.
I just made one.
All right.
I think I have to
Now you gotta write
publish the
emails.
form. Yeah, which is, it is. I'll make
part of the gig.
It's part of the thing. So join the email list. I'll email you. You'll put your fucking name in, your email, the town, the state or city you live in, and I'll only email you if I'm doing a show near you. I'm not gonna I don't want to get into an email correspondence with you. Okay? I don't. Sorry. I just want you to come and laugh at my cum jokes.
Right.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
And maybe buy a band T-shirt or something.
Cool. Right. We say stay stretchy.
Do we say it together or?
No, you say it for the folks at home.
Hello, folks at home. Stay
Chances are
stretchy.
you worked up a good sweat by now.
Nice. Thanks, dude.